Talk to him.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Whether the winters were left in the cold. Classic.
I'm only gonna do this once.
Classic.
International.
Yeah.
Fighting out of the southpaw stance, standing at 6'2", 190 pounds. I give you more.
Let's go.
Different. I work too hard. Ain't no way I ain't getting paid different. It's from the dirt, this from the mud. You ain't slave with me. This was strictly for my homies that was brave with me. You can't come in with me now if you ain't came with me. Skull looking at you side eye if you ain't with me. I seen a couple people try and it ain't in pretty. I only keep the people around that stood on 10 with me. And if they start to stand on 9, that's where it end with me. It can end quickly. And the way I level up, I make them spin differently. I should start a foundation. They be make a wish in me. I got these hoes in the frenzy. They can't seem to get to me. Babe, I done mastered discipline. It take more than booty cheeks. Need a little more conversation, cause I still be trying to see. I be listening with my eyes. Yeah, I still be trying to see. I be moving like the prize. You can't find another me. Let's get focused.
Let's get focused, yo. It's Classic with the classic codes, and I got another great live show for y'all. Yeah, I see the chat filing in early. We got another great show. So we got a full slate today. Before we get into it, let's do a little housekeeping. Make sure that you hit the like button. Go ahead, exit out of the chat, tap that heart, and come on back, man. Hit the subscribe button. Turn on your notifications. And if you've done all those things, let somebody else know about the classic codes, man. They may want to have a conversation. Whether they agree or disagree, we got to crack these codes, man.
I know you see me trying to crack the code.
But yeah, man, make sure that you tap in with the whole team, the whole Raw Society Coalition. Make sure you tap in with Souls of Thought, Souls spelled like the bottom of your shoes. Make sure you tap in with Conversations with Soft Rain. Subscribe to her channel as well. Rain spelled like Reign Supreme. Make sure you tap in with Uncle Plug TV, Plug spelled with 2 G's. And make sure you tap in with the Tez Down, TEZDOWN. Make sure you tap in with all those channels as well. Tez had a great true crime show today this morning on Monday. Haven't checked that out, but I know that it was awesome. He does those every Monday on his live stream right before I come on. So we got y'all covered all day. And tonight you'll have the No Middleman podcast. All right. So without further ado, we got reaction video. We got TikTok rate these bars. We didn't go live on Friday, so I'm gonna do the rate these bars today. We're not gonna miss that. And then we also got question of the day and a code language conversation. We're gonna be in and out like a bandit. Cool. Let's get active. So we're gonna start off with the reaction video today. We're gonna slide over to the Den of Kings with Kirk Franklin. All right. So I've seen a couple of my compadres cover this, different parts of it. We covered it on Sunday Serve Us yesterday morning. If you haven't checked out that live stream, go to my past live streams and check out Sunday Serve Us with me and my dog Souls of Thought. Yesterday, we actually covered some of this, but I'm going to cover a different portion of it today. This is Kirk Franklin's podcast. He had Jonathan Majors, NLE Chopper, Ray J, and a couple of other brothers at the table as well, having a conversation, okay? They're going to start talking about hard times, darkness, isolation, and things of that nature. I want to get into this conversation and just discuss a little bit of nuance that maybe hasn't been covered yet. You know what I mean? So let's get into it. Let me see here. Get this pulled up. Yeah. How y'all feeling, chat? 333 if y'all feeling good, man. I know Plug probably got me on in the shop. My dog Plug, man. What's happening? All right. Here we go. And this is going to be Jonathan Majors kicking off the conversation, and then we're going to go from here. Oh, no.
Right? Ostracism. Humiliation, abandonment, you know, and the funny thing about that is that, I mean, we got a doc here, so I've learned that those things and having an event happen to you and getting arrested or, you know, losing a job or, you know, having to rejigger, you know, you think that's the thing that gets you, you know, but it's usually, I found for myself, it was something way back, you know, that kind of had my mind in a certain space, you know what I mean? And yeah, I mean, drug overdose? Yep.
Wow.
Damn near lived on a roof, you know, just plenty of, I don't even smoke cigarettes, you know what I mean? Plenty of cigarettes and whiskey, you know, I actually wrote a letter. Yeah, I've done the whole thing and been there.
Just the courage you have at this table, though, man. Just the courage.
It's not. It's precious, right? Like life is precious and it's deep, but there is a level of like, I don't really care. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like I've reached a point now where it's like, I really want to care. You know what I mean? Like, but I don't care.
But the darkness we have to go.
Yeah. Jonathan Majors talking about, you know, going through the trials and tribulations of manhood and what I call becoming, right? Going through the trials and tribulations of becoming. There's rites of passage that we go through, you know, to become what we would say are solid men or good men or fortified men. There's a lot of different terms we could use because the hard times curate different types of men. Going through what you must go through as a man to become a man. Oftentimes how you handle going through it is what's going to determine what type of man you're going to be. Everybody doesn't handle the storms and the darkness and the rough patches that becoming a man, you know, presents. Everybody doesn't handle it the same. And that's a lot of what we're going to get into today is the difference in the way this conversation plays out and how men interpret handling hard times or darkness or whatever the case may be, rites of passage, whatever you want to call them, right? So let's see what Kirk has to say. But I like how Jonathan Majors opened the floor up to the discussion, though.
As a black man sometimes to get to that life.
But see, that's the thing you said.
That's what pisses me off.
You said it's at the top. You know, we as black men have to talk about mental health, right? Like, I agree. But we are all born into a society in which our narrative, right? Our narrative as black men, we're born into a narrative that puts us downhill. Yeah. And then you end up having to pretend that you're somebody that you're not to get through certain doors that I got through, right? You don't get through an Ivy League door. You know, behaving a certain way, thinking a certain way, or letting people know you think a certain way. That didn't happen.
I think as a black man, we have to know we are at war. You know, every day we wake up.
Do you two, as young men, do you feel the pressure as men, or do you feel the pressure as young? Like, is the pressure that you feel being connected as being a black man, or you just feel it in general?
I don't feel pressure. I feel honored. You know what I'm saying? I feel honored because I'm a firm believer when that pressure is being formed, that's what creates the diamonds. You know what I'm saying?
Have you always been there?
I have not always been there, but I just recently came to that space, and now I understand why I had to go through it.
Let me ask you this.
So before he asks his question, he's describing pressure as a privilege, right? He said, I don't feel pressure, I feel honor, right? That's one thing that I had to learn too. Like a lot of the what do I want to describe it as? A lot of the fortifying that I had to go through in life and stuff like that, what we would call hard times or rough patches or whatever we want to describe it as, right? But a lot of the fortifying that I personally had to go through in life, I had to learn that, like, okay, you had to have it this way to be able to become who you are, to do what you need to do type shit. So a lot of times it's about your perspective. You can look at this as, oh, this is a hard time, or, oh, this is a rough patch, or you could look at it like, oh, this is an opportunity. This is a chance for me to grow. This is going to force me to learn about this and implement this and start this discipline and this, that, and the third. This is happening for me, not to me. So when your perspective is a little bit different and you get out of the victim mindset, you're able to actually maximize what a lot of people would consider to be the woe is me moments. You know what I'm saying? You can weaponize. We talked about that in the code language before, weaponizing. Uncle Plug TV said, where I've been and lows I've felt, I'll never go back to that shit again. My appreciation for life is on another stratosphere. There's nothing I can't handle because I'm battle tested. Yeah, you start to become, you know, invincible to a degree, of course. Uncle Plug TV said, read The Alchemist, absolute game changer. Oh, I read it. I read The Alchemist. Yeah, Alchemist is a dope book. For sure. Definitely a game changer, too. And shout out to everybody in the chat dumping the threes, man. Uncle Plug, 333. Joe Jet, 333. Soft Rain, 333. Big Sco, 333. Tez and slid in the building, 333. Joe Jet came through with some more threes, man. Shout out to everybody getting us on the right frequency for the day. I think that's why we have successful shows, to be honest with you. But we'll get into that stuff later. Like I said, we're going to walk you there slow. But let's get into this question that this gentleman has for NLE Chopper.
What led you to discovering that it was an honor to feel the pressure?
And I also want to hear from Ray J too, as a young gun too.
Yeah.
What led me to discovering what made me feel it was an honor is because our job as a black man is to go through the obstacles, to be able to uplift the other people that have not overcame the obstacles. And it's still a, it's a war. We win one battle and then we move on to the next. We climb one mountain and then we got to go to the next.
Yeah.
But service to others is one of the most important things, and even a wise man once said, to piggyback off Jonathan, service to others is what pays our rent in heaven. Heaven can be accomplished right here.
Who's been teaching you? What you been reading? What you been doing? This because how old are you? 20?
I'm 22.
Yeah.
22.
So,
22.
and how do you handle the pressure of life? Do you feel it as a black man having that experience?
The pressures. It's not. It's deep. The industry's deep. It's a fucked up place to be, you know what I'm saying? Because, well, if you plan on the outskirts like us, it's not fucked up because, like he said, when he said, I don't care, like, I really don't give a fuck, right? Excuse me, I'm sorry, you're a man of
You
God.
can be you.
Okay.
Be yourself, King.
Curse in front of curse.
King.
That's
King.
not okay.
King. Be yourself.
Like,
When did you come?
Whoa.
It's fine. It's
Bro,
fine.
I'm going to hell.
No, you're not going
damn it.
to. No, you're not.
That was crazy.
You're fine. You're fine.
First off, I want
Listen
to.
Hey, listen. If somebody ever tell you they going to heaven, then let them say it. If somebody tell you they going to hell, let them say it. We as black people got to stop feeling like we could tell people whether they is or ain't going to heaven or hell. If you even believe in heaven or hell, that's a whole different conversation. But like Kurt Franklin, like, no, you're not. No, man, you don't know what you listen. You don't know. It's not your decision. Don't tell him where he is or isn't going. He think he going to hell. He might know something about himself. You don't know. Let that man talk.
I want to apologize to the table.
No.
That wasn't okay.
Right. I have a question for you. When did you get to that place where you no longer care?
I mean, I no longer care when I just like understood like that the manifested is different from trying. You know what I'm saying? And I've never been the type of person I want to go on an audition or sell myself. So I just took the long line, like the line that was like real long. I'd rather take that than to be who I'm not.
I got you.
And it's like I could be squeaky clean and be successful, and I'm real miserable. Like at that point, because you know what I'm saying?
That makes sense. Yes.
Yeah.
That makes
So,
sense.
like, I'd rather be on the outskirts because, like, you can't really make a mistake if you don't work for nobody.
I get you.
You can only make a mistake in your mind to where you like, fuck, I messed up. And that's God telling you, like, you did because you feel bad. But if you don't feel bad, then you ain't mess up. If your perception is right.
If you're conscious of it.
So if you go to war, we go to war, it's all messed up. Kids are dying in every country. So the war is fucked up for everybody. But now you're starting to figure out what's best for the family or the country, right? So you're going to ride with America or wherever you're from, but it's all.
All right, so he going off on a tangent, but I like where he started at. Let me get to the chat real quick. The Tez Down said we was waiting. LOL. We happy for the classic codes, man. I'm glad y'all happy that we here. We here. Soft Rain said, gentlemen, hit the like button, please. Thank you, Softy. The Tez Down said pastors overstepping as usual. Yeah. Uncle Plug TV said he all over the place. Yeah, he all over the place. He seemed like he, Ray J being Ray J, but I feel where he was, what the message was is what he was saying. And we've talked about it in more clear ways, right? I know you're talking about Ray J, Unc. I got you. Correct me if I'm wrong, podcast in the building. What up, man? The whole chat sliding through, chat 333. The best in the game, man. The best in the game.
Classic.
It's not even close at this point. The shit getting out of control. If I do say so myself. But Ray J kind of describing like the ceiling that I tell y'all about, right? If you want to keep it real, so to speak, if you want to keep it real, keep it a buck, keep it $1, keep it a stack, all that. If you want to do all that, then there's going to be a ceiling over your head. Jonathan Major said it in different words earlier. You know, you don't get into an Ivy League school thinking a certain way or letting people know that you think a certain way. You don't get access. Ray J said, you know, essentially you have to take the scenic route if you want to maintain your integrity or maintain being yourself. You got to take the long way around to get there. These are things that they're saying. So I'm just bringing it out in case it's too encrypted for somebody to extrapolate. But it's one of those things where, yeah, to maintain your integrity, to try to achieve success without taking any shortcuts or compromising yourself. A lot of times it's going to be a little bit tougher and you may not get as high up. Sad to say, but it's true. If you want to touch $1 billion, you're going to have to compromise yourself. But you could get 30 or 40 or 50 million staying being you without compromising nothing. You could probably touch your 50 million, your 60, maybe 100 million. You want to get past a certain dollar amount, somebody somewhere somehow is going to play the sell your soul game with you, so to speak, allegedly. All for content creation purposes and entertainment, of course. Miles Batchelor just slid through the building. 333. What up, Miles? Miles Batchelor said rules between the rules. Yep. But let's let Ray J finish his wisdom. If that's what we're gonna call it. Correct me if I'm wrong. Podcast said Diddy Party. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? You following what I'm saying?
Still messed up, and it's all still politics, whether it's Democrat, Republican, blood, crip, black, white, like.
And you can only imagine just the kind of pressure that it is being young and famous. Mm-hmm. And Kev, you are now experiencing a level of fame in your own life that has kind of caught you off guard. When you hear these young, intelligent young black men, who I'm so honored to have at the table, is because we'll never know their level of pain. Yeah. We'll never know their level of anxiety and stress that they have to deal with because we didn't have all of this BS and we didn't have all of that where you have to live your whole life in front of people.
He's wrong. I hate to say that Kirk Franklin is wrong. I understand the pain and the plight of the young black man just as much as I understand the pain and the plight of the elder black men. You know what I'm saying? Being somewhere in the middle. And I understand the pain and the plight of my generation. You know, the pain and the plight comes with manhood is what I'm saying. It just looked different and it comes from different sources at different points in time due to where society is. But the pain and the plight is still the pain and the plight. And so, yes, do we understand the source of theirs? No. Well, they got, social anxiety, or they got this. They've been through a pandemic. They've been through this. They've been through that in their youth. They, been through missing 2 years of high school. They've been through, whatever, right? So we don't understand that in detail, but we understand the emotional spectrum of manhood. So I disagree with him when we say we can't identify with it. I absolutely can. You know what I'm saying? Life's tough. Get a helmet. Straight like that.
People, I mean, how do you process the stress and pressures of trying to manage it all and not losing it?
Yeah, I think it's tough, to be honest. I think Kev on stage is I've been describing it lately as the performative version of Kevin, and I think you think you want something until it starts to happen. Yeah. Right. And I think one thing that I probably struggle with the most is like, for a long time I'm creating on the internet and I'm just this guy. You know what I mean? I can make fun of everybody that everybody else is making fun of. And then all of a sudden it's like, now when you say something, this is now somebody's podcast topic, or you're on the Shade Room, or you're trending on TikTok or Twitter or whatever. And I'm like, bro, what? And
hey, I'm not gonna hold you. It irritates me when people are making content being mad at content creators. It's like, yeah, we should all make content, but make the type of content that I think is approved. Like, okay, you could do videos, but don't do reaction videos. Like respectfully, eat a dick.
When the internet is after you, I think you know it's not the real world and it's not everybody, but for some reason it feels like everybody.
It's a lot of people doing a lot of complaining about that shit. Hey, listen, if you don't want to rumble, get your ass out the ring. You know what's going on. When you step on YouTube, when you step on Rumble, when you step on Twitch, when you get out here in this open field, it is what it is. This content creation space is like my dog Souls of Thought said, it's a battlefield, fam. So if you get your sensitive ass from around here, if you're not built like that, stay off the internet. It's like motherfuckers want to go viral and then tell you what to do with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, fam, it's pros and cons in this life. There is no utopia. Stop bitching. Like, and it's not even directed directly at him. I'm talking about it. Like, I've been consuming a lot of content and seeing like more and more people complaining about people who do like reactionary content. Like, what you think come with virality then? Everybody just see it and don't nobody say nothing. Nobody has anything to say. There is nothing that comes next. Like, the video just go viral. 600 million people look at a clip and then it just stopped right there. Like, there isn't going to be follow-up conversations. Like, what we talking about? It's lightweight triggering. Y'all see I'm about to crash out, right? Y'all could feel it, right? See what I'm saying? Like, I'm right here with that shit. I might do a whole little segment on that shit one day. Like, I'm like right here with it. You feel me? Like, somebody else say something. Ted said, I don't legitimately need $1 billion. That's honestly gluttonous. I agree. Joe Jet said, you have to be rooted into an identity and purpose. Over time, our perception will change, but don't forget where you come from. Be wise enough to know that you don't know everything. Facts. Joe Jet said, but confident enough to know how strong you are. The darkness will make you stronger or fold you up. That's a fact. The Tez Down said they're upset, which is stupid. They went viral and think we aren't allowed to critique and converse about the subject matter. Yeah, it's and listen, all of it contributes to their bottom line. The more people discuss it, the more people go back to the root and the source video to watch the whole thing. The more watch hours they get, the more ad dollars they get, the more bread they get. Like, you tripping about something that's keeping the engine running, fam. Like, you working against yourself by tweaking off that. Like, shut your ass up and let us cook, because we gonna cook anyway.
It feels like there was a time I was getting dragged. They were finding every one of my emails. They was like, and I'm just like, bro, you know, just put your phone away, But it's like, it feels like the whole world is like on you.
Same people to see you and shake your hand and congratulate you.
And then that's the other thing that happened.
I've never seen.
Hey, anybody on here got an Instagram account that you was forced to make? Anybody on here got a YouTube platform that you were forced to make? Anybody? A Twitter or Facebook that you were forced to make? You don't got to be on none of this shit. How you get on here, record yourself, post it, and then tweak about the fallout? It's nasty, man. And that's why I like when groups of black men sit around so y'all can see the range of types of black men. Because around me, he sound weak. Around me, he sound weak. I'm just saying, though.
Nor heard the same magnitude of hate that I receive online.
Never. Wow. And the few times I've ever been getting dragged online, if I happen to have a show or something and I'm down the street, it's like, oh, Kev, what up, baby? Oh, love this from you. How the kids, how the wife? So it's like, it's incongruent with how you feel and what you feel like is happening. But I think two things are true. And I think for me, because so much of my job is the internet, it's kind of hard to avoid. You know what I mean? Because that's how I paid my bills, feed my family, blase. But it does start to weigh on you. And I don't think that's not a thing that when I worked at the bank, that would never happen. You know what I mean? It's just.
Yeah, but it's when you worked at the bank, it was other cons, though. So this is the life you chose. You people complain about the life they chose. I'm telling y'all, man, y'all be beefing with God. It's a lot of people out here that's going 12 rounds with the Lord, and they don't even realize it. When you was working at the bank, you didn't have these problems, but you had other problems. And doing what you do now fixed them other problems, but now you got these problems. It's duality, bro. Pros and cons, bro. Like, it's when some types of men talk, and I just be like, bro, you just not built to be here. You're just not built to, you're not to thrive. And he could probably look at his life and say, brother, I'm thriving, brother. Trust me, brother, I'm thriving. Are you? You complaining about a life you created for yourself that you also at the same time consider to be successful. Make it make sense. And then you would tell me that you're grateful too. That's that might be triple talking. This motherfucker might be the first one to triple talk.
I go to work, I do my job, I go home. Yeah. That could never happen. But now it's, you start to feel like, I don't know if I don't want to say nothing. I just don't want to say nothing wrong because whatever I say ends up being wrong.
Doc, I have a question for you, Doc. And I want y'all to also ask each other questions.
I got a question.
Yes. Oh, no, and I'm sorry. Go ahead. Finish.
Just real quick, before we move on. Pressure And then you also said celebrity, famous. I just think one thing we always have to realize is that we're not famous, we are not celebrities. Our anointment comes from a higher power. So once we are anointed, we're supposed to use it in a certain manner. And, you know, we go back to Jesus. He was anointed, but he was crucified in the span of being anointed. People didn't like him.
How old are you?
Thank you, man. Yeah. Smartest dude at the table, the youngest dude at the table. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of victim energy in people that's like a certain age or that was just raised by certain people in their life. They just be having a lot of victim ass energy. NLE Chopper is not a victim. He don't sound like a victim. These other dudes sound like a victim, you know. Life was hard, you know. Had to live in my car, you know. I had to. Oh man, that's a man. That's a man. Just go outside and go bump into a man and holler at that man about his story. Boy, he gonna have some shit to tell you. That's him, me, him. That's manhood, folks. That's manhood. Okay, so your story is woo out the blase. This happened. And you know what I'm saying? And okay, so that shit can fortify you or it can destroy you, and it's up to you. That's the part that's up to you. Shit being hard, shit getting tough, going through rough patches, the rites of passage, that's not up to you. I don't care how squeaky clean you try to live your life. Shit gonna get fucked up. It's gonna get rough. That's just how it go. That's not up to you. How you handle it, though, is up to you. And it's a lot of just broken, just niggas just broke. They got in that fire and it just melted them down and it's just over with. You know what I'm saying? It's just over with. And then you got brothers like NLE Chopper that come through the fire enlightened, reformed, refreshed, refined, refurbished, reinvented, reinvigorated. You see? So it's about how you handle it. That's what this whole segment is about. How are you going to handle it? The light, at some point, them lights gonna get hit. You're gonna be in darkness, fam. If you're gonna become a man, it's gonna get dark. How you gonna handle it? See what I'm saying? So it's just different types of men, you know? So let us continue.
I do feel like once we start to separate the saying famous and celebrity,
but I
just
do
put
think
in that you anointed. Bro.
No, I believe that, but I also think we are celebrities and famous. Like I don't think, because I rejected that. I'm like, bro, I'm not famous. I'm not no celebrity, bro. We just want to do what we do. Yeah, I'm just making videos on the internet, bro.
This dude is quadruple talking. He agreed, disagreed, agreed, and then disagreed again within the same like 12 seconds. Hold on, folks. This shit unprecedented.
22. I do feel like once we start to separate the saying famous and celebrity,
but I
just
do
put
think
in that you anointed. Bro.
No, I believe that, but I also think we are celebrities and famous. Like I don't think, because I rejected that. I'm like, bro, I'm not famous. I'm not no celebrity, bro. We just want to do what we do. Yeah, I'm just making videos on the internet, bro. I'm not like, but
I agree. We're anointed. But I also believe that we're celebrities and we're famous. I rejected that. Bro, I'm not no celebrity. I'm not famous. Man, what do you believe, bro? Well, I'm listening. What do you believe, bro? Because I'm confused.
But it's deeper, it's bigger than that, because it's somebody watching you that does not look at you like you just who. When you look in the mirror, you see Kev, you see who you are. But when someone else look at you, they see something that they want to be.
That's why I feel like I'm famous or a celebrity. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because those people don't know me for me.
But they see God's hands on you. That's
no, for sure.
They see God. No, I think
I'm separating those two. Yeah, I think God's hand on my life, plan on my life is one thing.
Yes, sir.
And then the way the world sees me, or you know how I'm perceived, is a separate thing. You know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
No, I don't get what he's saying. Don't agree with that bullshit. It's all in alignment, fam. It's all in alignment. What NLE Chopper said made perfect. What NLE Chopper said made perfect sense. It's all in perfect alignment, fam. He used Jesus as an example. He said Jesus was anointed, he was exalted, he was a prophet, and so he also was criticized, he also was ridiculed, he also was hated, he also was that. So you, as a celebrity or an anointed person, you get the ridicule, you get the hate, you get the criticism. It all goes hand in hand. It's all in alignment. So that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think that he's comfortable with the reality of that. And so he, for himself, makes it make sense a different way to feel better about the reality of it. I think embracing harsh reality would benefit a lot of men today. With so much working against men being men and like manhood being appropriate and acceptable, a lot of people have to get to a place and a space where they understand that some of the truths are a little daunting, if you will. Let me catch up on the chat. Ted said they're upset, which is stupid. They went viral and think we aren't allowed to critique and converse. Soft Rain said, I'll pass the belt. Yeah, pass the belt. Pass me the belt. Because I'm tired of this shit. The Ted's down said, this is nuts. What is his real opinion? Yeah, I thought I was the only one. I thought I was glitching. Mal said he wants to be liked really bad. That's what I'm hearing. When people talk on both sides of the fence and they just jumping back and forth, playing monkey in the middle and just talking on both sides of the fence over and over, Mal's his psychoanalysis is 100% correct. This guy wants to be liked by everybody. He don't want to pick a side because the people on the other side ain't gonna fuck with you. So he want to be cool with everybody on both sides. Hey, listen, if it's 1 million people at your funeral, you was phony. I'm gonna say it again. If it's 1 million people at your funeral, you was phony.
Classic.
Ain't nobody liked by everybody, especially not the real ones. Joe Jett said some of them guys will be open and curious to get through the tough times. What you mean by open and curious, Joe? The Tez Down said they buy curious. Ain't nobody got time for that. Hey, wait. Where did we get this from, y'all? What I miss? How did we get here? Y'all? Uncle Plug TV said these niggas are spiritually bankrupt. They use their platform saying they are Christian, following Tyler Perry behind the scenes. They are fake as hell. Now, again, I am a signed actor, and Tyler Perry cut big checks. So on this side, I will read y'all chats, but I don't have nothing bad to say about Tyler.
Classic.
Y'all. I got the let me get 2 movies. You know what I'm saying? 3. You feel me?
I'm only gonna do this once.
Like y'all gotta. I'm not compromising my integrity, but I will be an actor in a Tyler Perry movie. They say he pays well in the industry, so yeah. But y'all know I probably ain't gonna have the lead role because if there's any compromise involved, I won't be accepting. That's just. I mean, I don't think I got to explain that to y'all at this point. Yeah. But let's go, man. It's a lot here.
Yeah, I wanted to ask a question before we got too far. Both of y'all brothers shared, you shared what you almost did and you did not. I'm curious what brought you out of that. Like how?
Ted's talking about as long as you ain't going to the slumber parties, get the bag. Yeah, I won't be at the slumber parties. I'm gonna get look. Co-star. I won't be the star. Yeah, co-star. I won't be. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, but I don't. Honestly, I don't think that's how I go out there. To be honest with you, I don't really think that's how I go. Because you gotta think what a studio is. It's a lot of volunteers out there, so I don't think in a land full of volunteers, what's the point of making victims? Y'all following me? In a land full of volunteers, what's the point of making victims?
Classic.
Y'all following me? So I don't really think that's how I go out there. I think that's a misconception.
How did you? What was your thought process to be like? I don't want to do this anymore. I want to live. You know what I mean? Like, how did you? Because I imagine those things don't just magically go away, and that thought might be in the back of your mind. Like, how do you process? How do you pull out of that?
Yeah, that's a great question, Kev. I think for me, NLE and I was talking about it earlier, right? He was talking about how his daughter, right, has given him a reason to live. And I think for me, having an encounter with God after I survived, because most people don't survive the drug overdose. I mean, the stuff that I took, and some of everything, man. So my football injury was a nerve damage injury that I had to my pudendal nerve down the lower part of my back. It was so damaged that I'm just being vulnerable. I couldn't get an erection at 25 years old.
Wow.
So it was either do open back surgery or to try some rehab from a doctor that I met in Houston, who was the only doctor that can help with the nerve damage without surgery. So I was on Vicodin, codeine. I was on all this stuff for the pain. So I fell at practice one day on my tailbone and woke up. It was like temporary paralysis. Couldn't move. Lower extremity. So So I OD'd on all of that along with other painkillers. Like for me, it was the internal pain of just the daddy wounds and all those different things, in which I've talked about, on stage, is watching a father pastor, but wanting him to be a father to me as his only son.
Yikes.
So it's, and that for me was so difficult because my brain at the time was trying to rationalize how can you speak into them and not speak into me. So the 31-year-old Jay that attempted suicide.
Yeah, I think that a lot of young men don't understand that as grown men, like I think a lot of boys don't understand why they don't get like exponential amounts of time with they pops in a lot of situations. Older like, and there's a lot of great dads out here, don't get it twisted, whatever free time they do have, they devote it to their children. But you got to understand that a lot of men just like work their ass off, legitimately, like work their ass off. And so that doesn't leave like hella hours left in the week to spend with the kids. You give them what you give them for sure. But like, he seemed like he had a dad who was a man of purpose, and that man's purpose came first, which it's supposed to. But he harbored resentment for his father because of that. As a grown man, your perspective has to evolve to see it differently. Oh, now as a man, I get why he was like that as a man, type shit. The Tears Down said, as long as you ain't going to the slumber party, he said, nah, if they like you and they want you, it's gonna be the easy way or the hard way. Nah, I ain't even gonna look. Nah. The Tears Down said, I'm just being vulnerable again, bro. Where did they learn to speak? From women. The Tears Down said, you can't say that while wearing an ascot. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. The Tears Down said, time to split up, gang. Fred to Shaggy in the gang. Big Skull said he talking about daddy issues. Boy, cry me a river. Hey, come on. Hey, man. I'm telling you, G, from man to man, if you sit down and just have a conversation, G, it's tough for everybody. So, all that woe is me. Like, you got to be careful. It's one thing to like share what you've been through, but it's another thing to have like woe is me energy. You feel me? Don't get that off. Because we gonna know, G, you fool. When it come down to it, you get stepped on. We know your type. You know what I'm saying? He ain't built for the shit. It get hot enough, folk gonna burn up. The Tears Down said, saying all this while wearing an ascot. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. But yeah, man, I think we covered a lot of, we got what we need from this, man. Shout out to Den of Kings. Shout out to them for the conversation. You know what I mean? And that was my authentic reaction. A lot of that I hadn't watched until I got on here with y'all. You know what I mean? So, yeah, shout out to the Den of Kings, shout out to Kirk Franklin for the conversations. It always seems to be something that has virality in it when he sits down with whoever he sits down with. So shout out to them, and I think they're doing well over there. All right, so let's get to rate these bars, man. Let's get into some music. Man. We sliding over to listen to Akeem Ali. As y'all know, if y'all seen him before, he's a talented dude. Akeem is very talented dude, so I'm pretty sure the ratings will be high for this. It depends on what you like, though, as well. You know what I mean? But he can rap for sure. So I'm going to go ahead and preface it with that and gas this up. Y'all know how we do it. Rate these bars, man. We're going to rate the bars 1 through 5, okay? We're going to rate 1 through 5. Come up with your own rating system, your own critiques, and we're going to rate the bars 1 through 5, all right? So we're going to give Akeem Ali a listen, and we're going to rate these bars. Let's go.
Be all type of colors like a pack of Skittles. She can now we the Packers, nigga, and my bitches be all type of colors like a pack of Skittles. She complaining about my other hoes and why I have to hit them. Look, I know my nuts are Siamese, but you gon' have to split them. I don't see a fucking thing funny, so I don't cackle with her. If she really trying to chase a sack, I wanna tackle with her. I don't write these bars for lame niggas, so you don't have to get them. Fuck around and think I'm baking cake the way I bat a nigga. Feel like I'm a dinosaur, shit, I may be a raptor, nigga. I feel threatened when he spoke, so I hauled off and rapped the nigga. I don't trust too many folks, so I be keeping track of niggas. Might get wicked in this bitch and have to start attacking niggas. I've been running it a long time and now I'm lapping niggas. Think I'm Keisha Cole back in the gap the way I'm gapping niggas. Dog, a young nigga be preaching, I could be a pastor with it. I've been souping this shit up, I bought a pack of crackers with me. Come through shining, a young nigga blinding like a pack of glitter. And this shit, these niggas rapping trash, just a sack of litter. Ask me how I knew I'd be the go-to, bitch, I had a feeling. Niggas on their last leg, but me, I'm the caterpillar, bitch, I'm rolling. I'm handsome, honey. Bitches pay to get to me. I look like ransom money. I'm way past fresh to death. You bitch, I am a zombie. Dick was rock hard in the function. Had me dancing funny. Let me get this shit together, baby. Hold on. I'm the type of nigga bitches have elections for and vote on. She said, Keem, you a cold nigga. Just let me put a coat on. I was seeing many fresh. I said, get your roll on. So what y'all trying to do tonight? Seeing two to me. She don't know who to like. And now I got a Dragon Balls, Tenkaichi Budokai. Pussy fat and ball. It's the Buddha type. Bitches who got good credit and common sense. The type of shit I grew to like. That coochie bite. Baby, do me right. When we on this back seat, she gon' cry in the car. She DJ Pooh tonight. I'm trying to skeet it on her while she playing with herself. Look like she DJing. My dick in my hand. I went to Packers, nigga, and my
No, he taking off, chat. Chat, he taking off, chat. Rate these 1 through 5, chat. Rate these bars 1 through 5, chat. Don't get quiet now. He taking off, chat. Let's go.
be all type of colors like a pack of Skittles. She complaining about my other hoes and why I have to hit them. Look, I know my nuts are Siamese, but you gon' have to split them. I don't see a fucking thing funny, so I don't cackle with her. If she really trying to chase a sack, I wanna tackle with her. I don't write these bars for lame niggas, so you don't have to get them. Fuck around and think I'm baking cake the way I bat a nigga. Feel like I'm a dinosaur, shit, I may be a raptor, nigga. I felt threatened when he spoke, so I hauled off and rapped the nigga. I don't trust too many folks, so I be keeping track of niggas. Might get wicked in this bitch and have to start attacking niggas. I've been running it a long time and now I'm lapping niggas. Think I'm Keisha Cole back in the gap the way I'm gapping niggas. Dog, a young nigga be preaching, I could be a pastor with it. I've been souping this shit up, I bought a pack of crackers with me. Come through shining, nigga, young nigga blinding like a pack of glitter. And this shit, you niggas rapping trash, just a sack of litter. Ask me how I knew I'd be the go-to, bitch, I had a feeling. Niggas on their last leg, but me, I'm the caterpillar, bitch, I'm rolling. I'm handsome, honey. Bitches pay to get to me. I look like ransom money. I'm way past fresh to death. You bitch, I am a zombie. Dick was rock hard in the function. Had me dancing funny. Let me get this shit together, baby. Hold on. I'm the type of nigga bitches have elections for and vote on. She said, Keem, you a cold nigga. Just let me put a coat on. I was seeing many fresh. I said, get your roll on. So what y'all trying to do tonight? Seeing two to me. She don't know who to like. And now I got a Dragon Balls, Tenkaichi Budokai. Pussy fat and ball. It's the Buddha type. Bitches who got good credit and common sense. The type of shit I grew to like. That coochie bite. Baby, do me right. When we on this back seat, she gon' cry in the car. She DJ Pooh tonight. I'm trying to skeet it on her while she playing with herself. Look like she DJing. My dick in my hand look like I'm shooting dice. I'm rolling. Damn, I had enough. I had enough.
Yeah.
Add it up.
Yeah.
I'm rolling. I'm rolling. I'm rolling.
Yeah. Go ahead, rate them bars, man. Rate the bars, man. 1 through 5, man. That was Akeem Ali, dog. He just took off, in my opinion. Lisa said Akeem Ali is fire. Joe Jet said 5 reminds me consequence with the wordplay. Okay. Big Skull said, yeah, I shared this video yesterday, bro. Definitely snap. Yeah, he went crazy. What y'all rating on him, man? What y'all giving him? I need them numbers, man. Drop them numbers 1 through 5. I'll let y'all know what my rating is. We got 1-5 so far, so he's shooting 100% from the field. Definitely high level shit going on though, for sure. Top tier skill set. Y'all heard any of his songs? Are his songs dope? I know he can rap his ass off, but is his songs dope? Lisa said 10 on a 1 to 5. Gave him a 10. What we doing? 5? Big Skull said 5. Giving him a 5. Yeah, he went crazy. He went absolutely ape shit. I guess that's cut and dry, man. We're going to go ahead and just call it a 5, man. High level shit going on. Lisa said, yes, his songs are dope. I'm going to tap in. I heard a bunch of his freestyles, a ton of his freestyles. Well, I haven't heard much of his music, though. I'm going to tap in for sure. This is Akeem Ali, all right? Make sure y'all go tap in with Akeem Ali. And, yeah, man, he got a perfect 5 score on the classic codes, man. Let's get it. I think I'm the only other person to do a perfect 5 like that. So it makes sense. He top tier. He definitely high skill set. For sure. Let's get it, man. Classic bars, man. Akeem Ali, perfect 5 rating. Classic. Woo. All right, let's go to the question of the day. Question of the day. What does failing as a man look like? I'm going to let y'all talk, chat. What does failing as a man look like? What does that look like? Like, as a man, if you see another man and you like, he's failing. Like, what does that look like? What is that? Exactly. What is that for real? I gotta know. What does that look like, chat? Failing as a man. What do we call that? Because when have you failed? When have you failed? That's first and foremost. I personally think you don't fail until you quit. If you haven't quit, shit, as far as I'm concerned, you still on the way. You in transit. You still climbing the mountain if you haven't quit. That's how I see it. So I think failing as a man to me looks like giving up. It looks like giving up. Giving up on yourself, giving up on your mission, giving up on your responsibilities, giving up on your health. I think it looks like quitting. Just giving up. The fellas done got quiet. What is failing? I know we got a little delay too. There we go, Miles. If you haven't quit, you're undefeated. Come on, Miles. Come on, Miles. How you know what I was gonna say, dog? How you know what I was gonna say, dog? Yeah. You haven't failed unless it's over with for you. You say, man, I'm done. Shit over with. You know, that's what failing look like. But if you still fighting, you still got a puncher's chance. Can't quit. I think sometimes a lot of people, they'll look at their fall offs as failures. Say you fall off the wagon for a minute. Say your discipline don't stay all the way tight. Let's say you do a little backslide. I think some people beat themselves up over that instead of just getting back on track and chipping away. You haven't failed until you just say, man, you know what? Get over with. I'm cool. That's when you fail. With that being said, I think it's too many people that view themselves as failures that haven't actually failed. And they quit on themselves too soon. I think a lot of people need to, that's why I say, like, going to the gym makes everything about life better. Because in the gym, it's a lot, especially if you train. Like, if you just exercise, it's something to that. But it's like, if you train, you pushing yourself to a certain extent. And when you pushing yourself, you know, you go through a lot mentally. And they say how you do anything is how you do everything. So I think in the gym, you know what I mean, when you pushing yourself and you mentally taxing yourself and you trying to find more, you learn that there's always more for the most part. For the most part. The mind is a powerful thing. So that's why a lot of times when people ask me for advice on certain stuff or have like a negative perspective, I'll be like, shit, change your mind. Change your mind. You change your mind, that's number one. That's the kickstart to changing everything, change your whole life. Just change your mind. But yeah, that's what failing looks like as a man. I don't think the chat, I think it's a lot of women in the chat today. They don't want to talk about it. But we're going to go ahead and wrap this one up at an hour today, chat. I'm going to bring back this code language. The code language I have for y'all today was indoctrination. But because I don't want to scramble through it, we're going to save it for tomorrow. Miles said, talking to a defeated person is very hard for me. Yeah, I don't talk to those people. If you quit, I'm quitting with you. Anything you tell me you can't do, I believe you.
Classic.
Yeah. If you tell me you can't do something, I believe you. I ain't gonna hold you. Sound like a confession to me.
I'm only gonna do this once.
Yeah, I don't talk to defeated people. There's a difference between a defeated person and a person that just beat the hell up. Some people, they beat down. It's over. But you got some people that's They on the ropes, but they still got a couple good, you know what I'm saying, looping hooks in them. They still got a couple uppercuts in them. They still got a couple punches. They still in the fight. You know what I mean? Them people I could talk to. We help you out. Get you right. Get you situated. Get you back on track. But some people, it's over with. They already took the 10 count. 9, 10. It's over. Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you, Miles. Talking to defeated people is very difficult. But listen, chat, make sure y'all hit the like button, turn on notifications. Make sure you tap in with the whole Raw Society Coalition. Make sure you tap in with Soft Rain, Conversations with Soft Rain. Tap in with Souls of Thought. Tap in with Uncle Plug TV. Plug spelled with 2 G's. Tap in with The Tez Down. Make sure you subscribe to all those channels. And you should be pretty much covered on live content. Tonight, we got the No Middleman panel coming on sometime between 8:15 and 8:45 Central Standard Time. So look out for that live stream. That'll be streamed on Souls of Thoughts YouTube channel. So make sure you slide over there tonight for the No Middleman panel. But without further ado, man, you know, my last request for y'all is always, if you don't do nothing else, stick to the codes. We got another classic. Yeah.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Weathered the winters when left in the cold.